Next up, the Clemson Tigers. Dream tournament run for Clemson last year. They were 6th seed in the tournament. They made it all the way to the Elite Eight after everybody expected them to lose their first game against New Mexico. I definitely picked them to lose to New Mexico. Brownell might be off the hot seat for the first time in forever, which is crazy to say. This is year, I think, 15 for him at Clemson, and maybe half of that. Yeah, maybe half of that has been him on the hot seat. PJ Hall, Joe Girard are the big losses, especially from an offensive perspective, spacing the floor. But Clemson gets some dudes back. They got Chase Hunter back to lead the backcourt, bring in Jaeden Zackary from Boston College. He's a guy who shot 40% from three last year. Ian Schiffelin's back in the front court, almost 47% from three on over 5 attempts a game last year. He was kind of what everybody expected PJ Hall to be last season. Like, that was Ian Schieffelin. And you had Viktor Lakhin from Cincy, who can hold it down at the 5. Christian Reeves coming over from Duke. Got to give him a shout. Should be a really solid team. Like, I think the guys that they're bringing back, I think they made, solid additions with Jaeden Zackary and Viktor Lakhin. Should be a tournament team, if I had to guess. If I was projecting forward, I would say that this is a tournament team. Really interested to see what Chase Hunter does this year.
Did you mention Chauncey Wiggins?
No, I didn't. I totally did not.
Another guy. Very abnormal, just for his size. Like, I remember watching a Clemson game, maybe it was the beginning of the season, just wondering how this guy was, like, slotted, I guess, theoretically at the 2 or I can't remember what it was. But, no, it's a good core. I would agree. I don't know. Just PJ Hall's just impact on both ends of the floor. Like, it's just, man, it's just going to be so hard to replace. And so I think maybe I'm underselling Girard a little bit in that I think, like you said, Zackary is going to be able to kind of maybe fill that role, even if it's to a lesser degree. But, yeah, I mean, +2, I think Jack Clark is a big loss, defensively especially. So I would agree that it's probably a tournament team, and Brownell did a really good job adding or filling the holes kind of in the portal. But they should have shooting, so I think that'll help them.
Yeah.
I know I'm just saying very generic things, but it does just kind of hinge on, I think, whether Chase Hunter is probably an all ACC guard. And then if Ian Schieffelin can really step up now what's he going to be, like number 2 on opposing team scouting reports? So he is their kind of do-it-all guy, like you said. They're old, they're experienced, so that's good. That's always good nowadays.
For sure. Yeah, experience and shooting will get you a pretty long way. I like Clemson. I don't know what the upper end outcome is for Clemson. Like, maybe a 4th place finish in the ACC is like the ceiling for me. But I don't see I think they have a pretty high floor. That's where I'm at with Clemson.